My name is Richard, and I've been living with a disease called eosinophilic esophagitis. I'm allergic to nearly all foods you can think of pizza, hot dogs, you name it. Not only that I cannot eat them, but I'm not supposed to taste or smell them. What I take is food nutrients, which I get through a formula recommended by my doctor and through a feeding tube in my stomach. I have never seen my parents eat, though. They usually eat in the kitchen, which is a secret room in the house. All through my childhood, I was homeschooled by my mother. She chose the stories and movies that I consume. She exempted the names and pictures of food in her tutorials. I didn't even know the names of food or what they looked like. One day, my parents were away for work. I entered my mom's room next to mine and I saw her cookbook. It was a colorful book with names and pictures of many foods. I became very curious and wondered what it would feel like to take a bite of the foods I saw. There was a key beside the book. I guess it would be the key to her kitchen. I took the key and went downstairs in search of her kitchen. I found it and unlocked the door. At first, the aroma in the kitchen was good, and it made me feel excited. I uncovered a big plate, and there was fried chicken and pepper sauce. Then I began to feel dizzy and sick, but I was persistent and took a bite, and then another, and another. My body changed completely. I began to vomit until I was very weak. I lay unconscious on the floor. Luckily for me, my mom didn't stay outside long. She came back and saw me. She called an ambulance, and I was rushed to the hospital. I stayed 2 weeks in the hospital. At 15, I was so lonely with no friends. I was too slim, too quiet, and always fearful. I didn't think anyone would like to be my girlfriend, but Ella came into my life and became my sunshine. Whenever she came to visit me, we would sing and play the piano together. I was always happy around her, but it was cut short. Ella had her 15th birthday party. I didn't come because there will be plenty to eat and it's too dangerous for me. She invited a lot of her classmates. Later, I saw her birthday pictures on Facebook with a lot of her friends I didn't know. I felt so jealous. What broke my heart was the one she snapped with one guy. He was handsome, and both of them were smiling happily. I had never snapped a picture with Ella. I later learned that the guy was her new boyfriend. It turned out to be true since Ella never came to see me again. Life became so uninteresting to me again. I spent most of my time indoors and on the bed all through the year. One day, I looked outside of my window and I saw Ryan, our neighbor's son, playing basketball with his friends. I wanted nothing more than to be out there with them. My mom saw me smiling and grossly focused on the window. She came to see what I was looking at and she drew the curtain and shut me away from the window. When she left, I went back to the window to watch the boys. What I saw shocked me. There was my mother screaming at the boys and telling them to leave now because her sick son was heartbroken watching them from the window. They waved at me one after the other before they dispatched. I felt sorry for stealing their fun. The next day I had a fever and could hardly get enough air. My doctor came, he had me breathe through oxygen while I took food formula from a tube as usual. The boys must have told their parents what happened because that day they came one after the other with their parents to see me. My mother laid them in my room. My doctor explained everything to them. The boys showed empathy and promised to visit me often. I felt glad and managed to smile. The next few days, my new friends came to pick me up so we could play basketball. Ryan introduced me to the other four, Sam, Drake, and Lucas. During the game, they tried to go easy on me, and I was able to score 3 times. Playing that game made me feel so alive. After the game, Drake invited us to his birthday party. Everyone was very excited except me. I told Drake I was going to think about it. When I told my mom, she said, "No way! Who is going to take care of you there? How can there be any party without food?" I persisted that I must go because I don't want to lose my new friends the same way I lost Ella. On the day of the birthday party, I sneaked out through the window and went to the party. It was a night party. There were boys and girls of the same age group with me. I was dancing when suddenly someone brought freshly baked cupcakes. Their aroma filled the air. Soon I began to feel dizzy with serious chest pains. I ran away. I heard Ryan calling and following behind. Before I could reach the gate, I fell down and became unconscious. I woke up the next day on the hospital bed with my parents and some of my friends beside me. I remembered what happened and couldn't say anything. The next week, my 16th birthday came. I didn't invite anybody because there was no need to. there's not going to be food or drink. I hope to find solutions that will enable me to live a normal life that I'd always wanted.